Someone in the crowd said to him, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide the family inheritance with me." How many of you have ever split an inheritance among siblings before? It's a process. And by the way, it was not uncommon for someone to ask a rabbi for help in this process of splitting an inheritance. So this man comes to Jesus and says, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide the family inheritance with me." But he, Jesus, said to him, "Friend, who set me to be a judge or arbitrator over you?" And he said to them, "Take care, be on your guard against all kinds of greed or covetousness, for one's life does not consist in the abundance of possessions." Then he told them a parable, and it's just like Jesus, to answer a question with a story. The land of a rich man produced abundantly, and he thought to himself, "What should I do? For I have no place to store my crops." Then he said, "I will do this. I will pull down my barns and build larger ones. And there I will store all my grain and my goods, and I will say to my soul, 'Soul, you have ample goods laid up for many years. Relax, eat, drink, be merry.' But God said to him, 'You fool, this very night your life is being demanded of you, and the things you have prepared, whose will they be? So it is with those who store up treasures for themselves, but are not rich toward God.'" Now, there's interesting historical background to this. Back in the ancient world, inheritances were not, especially among most of the classes, inheritances were not money or stock options or things like that. Inheritance was primarily land. It's an agrarian-based society. So an inheritance would have been a plot of land. And this psalm, which a lot of you probably read before or heard before, it says how very good and pleasant it is when kindred live together in unity. What that's about is if someone died and left an inheritance to their family, sometimes, ideally, that inheritance wouldn't need to be divided up at all. This psalm just describes how good it is when siblings can live together on the land they've inherited. They can live together, and back then it was very common for multi-generations and siblings to live under a same household. They didn't have nuclear families like we do. But how good it is when siblings can live together on the same land that they inherited from their parents. They can work that land together, farm it together, and go on in peace. And that's a beautiful thing. Roman law only allowed the division of an inheritance like this when all the siblings requested it. Jewish practice or custom was to grant a division if just one sibling did. But what this means, if this brother is asking Jesus to divide the inheritance, it means that that beautiful situation doesn't exist. It means that these brothers, they maybe don't trust each other. Maybe they don't get along enough to live in harmony on the land that they've inherited and to work it together and enjoy its fruit together.